Okay, let's do it.
Big issues in the building. This is crazy. That boy is bad. That boy is bad. So he's been in the game for years. No, come on, man. Niggas on Twitter all day just miss that. Nigga block 90 niggas and miss that. Oh shit, Big Creed. Best dad alive. We in the building. Y'all know the fucking vibes, man. Come on. We love his kid. All right. That's a good thing. Hey, they should have come to me.
Why? Why would you do that?
Now, Mark. Honestly, you have gotten yourself a little hive in your short tenure here. What are they calling your hive? The Hillmans.
The Hillmans.
Awesome.
The Hillmans.
Awesome.
That's solid. That's I like that. Shout out to them, whoever did that. I ain't seen it yet.
Yeah, no,
The Hillmans. I'll take it.
They repping for you.
Yeah.
Elmira's finest, Big Parks is in the building. Poe's here, Corey is here, Erickson is here, everybody that's here remotely is here. Tanner Savon, most importantly, each and every one of you guys are here. This episode is brought to you by, fueled by, powered by, sponsored by Prize Picks Game. And there you have it. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? What's popping? What's cracking?
Before we get to the real heavy shit, man, my heart is heavy. I just got off the phone. That's why we started a little. I apologize. I was on the phone with the parent teacher. We do parent teacher conferences even at preschool.
He's trying to get Big Dad too.
Look at him.
Stop it. They called me. They was like, your kid's good. He's really smart, really nice to the other kids, plays well with others. He knows more words than the other kids. And he said, and he's so nice. Like the other kids come and they take his toys, and he just stands there. He doesn't cry, but he doesn't try to fight them for their toys. They were saying like it's a good thing.
You like that shit?
Yeah.
Fuck no, man. I'm about to text him like I gotta make a run. I'll be back.
God damn.
What do you do when your 2.5-year-old? I feel like they call him a bitch ass nigga.
They call him
I feel like that's what just happened.
That would it sound like a little
That's what
bit.
it sounds like. What can you do about that?
Yeah, because you don't want to.
What you gonna do? Go square up with the 2-year-old?
I know you're not talking.
I'm not beating up the 2-year-old.
He gonna call his dad, tell him to meet you in the park.
Yeah.
Oh man, the 2-year-old, that's
I
crazy.
feel like something needs to be done.
That's
though.
different. It's different.
Do I gotta do some drills in the house?
Do you send your kid to school with under different instructions now?
I might have to. We got to do some practice sessions in the crib. I'm gonna snatch a toy and tell him to do something. Something gotta happen.
The shit.
Right. Something gotta happen. That's all.
Crazy, yo.
That's the worst thing that happened to me this week. Then there was this whole election thing.
Day in the life.
I started my health journey. Day one of my health journey. Let's go.
All right.
Mel had a little speech with us on one of those episodes about taking our health more seriously and investing in our bodies and in our wellness. And fucking Corey, that was Corey's birthday gift to me. Some fucking trainer.
That's good.
Yeah. So she at 6:30 in the morning went up in there after I had been in there.
It's there.
It don't matter. I'm in the gym.
It matters.
Nigga kicked my ass with some rubber bands.
You do the little dot shit where you put it around the knees and
Yeah.
You're doing buns of steel.
Did you do hip thrusts while you were doing it?
Y'all niggas laughing. Let's go.
The suitcase. That's dope.
how was that? How long you were in there for?
90.
That's good. Shit, that's live.
Today.
No,
Oh, I was gonna say
Yesterday.
you're gonna sleep like a baby.
my body is mad sore doing all that rubber band shit, man. But I'm old, so
A little resistance training and that bust your ass.
oh my god, them rubber bands. I felt like such a loser.
But you know what they
I got
say.
on a treadmill. I got on a treadmill. That shit is hard. nigga.
Resistance.
I used to always go in the gym and look at the treadmill and judge them on the treadmill.
Look at these niggas.
Did you walk on an
Yo,
incline?
nigga had you on an
Fucking
incline?
bitches. Huh?
Nigga had you on an incline?
I don't know. I don't know.
Incline.
Incline.
Oh,
I
no,
mean, two
going
going
up? No, 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 no.
No, you'd have
So
stolen.
running?
Just a little walking.
Yeah, you might have stolen
Power
one.
walk.
Yeah, you do a little stair
Just
step or
light,
two.
light jogging. No, 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 no.
Stair stepper.
That shit whoop your ass, boy.
Yeah, that shit is fucked up.
You need to get a Peloton too. That's the shit.
I got one. That's what I thought you was gonna say, Corey Portrait.
Oh yeah, that's the shit that killed that 3-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, I suspect you'd be
Right.
better on it. Yeah.
I don't know. He clumsy.
Yeah,
That's why Mark got the helmet. They didn't know he was funny like that.
Look, the real rap is some. They always say you can't outrun your mouth, right? So exercise is one thing, but if you a lot of people exercise and they still eat crazy and you don't get no gains. So you gotta commit this week to cutting something out that you normally eat or drink.
Oh no, the diet part I've been pretty good at.
Oh, we're okay.
The diet part I've been pretty good at. It's the rest of it, like getting action,
Getting your heart rate
active. Yeah, yeah. Can't leave it all for your blood pressure pills.
Yeah. Hopefully you won't be taking them.
Yeah, word.
Mm-hmm.
Once you start doing the other shit,
Your blood pressure go down. So if y'all gonna hoop, I realize they don't want me to hoop. So when are y'all gonna do this one-on-one thing? I feel like
They don't want you to
hooping,
hoop. Who ain't want you to hoop?
you hooping, he hooping. We gonna play 21.
I think that's the move. We do King of the Hill. You know, one in, one out. Blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. But we need a date. We need a date because I feel like this some shit that's gonna go on to the spring.
Like ASAP,
Yeah.
before the winter
And
comes.
before he learned catch his breath and all that shit right now.
I don't want y'all to do this shit.
I ain't catching mine either.
That's why I want y'all to play right now.
I ain't catching mine
No,
either.
I was looking at December 1 and December 8th.
Okay. Let's go on. I don't want us to
It's
fade.
contingent on the gym. It's not gonna fade. Trust you me.
Okay.
Trust
Nah,
you
like
me.
that. Joe ain't let
Trust
me
you
go.
me, it ain't gonna fade.
He ain't like
This
that.
one will happen. Yeah, because niggas come in here and just get lies off on the podcast and talk to me in a manner in which they should never. So yeah, we gonna fix that. We 100% fix
Like
that.
what?
Get
Don't
lies
worry
off
about
on
it.
the podcast.
Don't worry about it.
Like
We
having a
100%
Like
fix
having
that.
a triple double on Oak Hill.
I feel like you should get a ref so you can't leave them in.
Triple double Oak Hill.
Oh,
Good triple double Oak Hill. Get the fuck out of here. I need some footage. Yo, you got triple double Oak Hill Academy. Oak Hill Academy. The Oak Hill Academy, the prep school where all the pre-pros go.
Ryan Mercer, Carmelo, that one. Yeah.
Yes, Mark.
You had,
He 5'9".
look at Mark's face. I'm incredulous, man. This is crazy ass. This is some Ice Cube shit. You dress like Ice Cube, but like, did you? When did you have a triple fucking double at Oak Hill Academy?
In high school.
10th grade.
Under what name do you use? Did you run a different name? That's when they call me Tim Thomas. That's when I was shiny. Right. Streets call me. Right.
They used to call me Steph Martin.
Right.
That's when I was Tim Oh,
Yo,
man.
yo,
Look it up.
I'm glad that my life is funny like this. I totally get the laugh. I totally get the laugh.
Look it up, yo.
He don't believe it for real. Even though my teammate,
Whoa.
even though my
You
team, no. Mark is different. He don't have to believe it. Y'all actually heard from my teammate who was on the team who called and said this happened in the game.
What team was this?
I
Marbury
don't believe
Prep.
him. I don't believe him.
Marbury Prep.
That was easy. I didn't believe him. And I tried to
We
Google
got
it, my nigga.
We got it.
I
Don't worry.
could not find
You
it.
got, I'm sure you got video of
Don't
it.
worry about it. No. Hey, it's okay.
It don't even matter.
It's in the past.
It don't even matter. We all hooped in the past. Now,
No.
It's in the past. You got stats somewhere?
No. And I ain't gonna lie about him neither.
Hey, after this game,
Oh, boy, yo, what?
mom's the word.
you gotta
for
get a
you
ref, I think.
for the rest of the year.
He was very concerned about you fouling all the time, so I think you gotta get a ref.
This might be the most unathletic nigga I know. They slow mo. They
Why you
slow
think that?
because they slow mo that jump.
So
That's why I think it.
I'm out of shape. That don't mean I'm not athletic.
That's exactly what that means.
No, it doesn't.
You're not athletic. You're
Okay.
not athletic. It's all right. Show me.
Let's wait and see.
Show me, nigga. I got a ball to try. Nigga, get up. Nigga, take the ball. What's up?
You gonna stop playing with me.
Right
Yeah, I'm gonna show you.
Right there.
Same way you don't grab that Monopoly board no more. Don't worry about it.
I got a couple dollars on it. I went to the strip club last night. We can play Monopoly today.
I'm free today.
How does it to a Monopoly
I'm
game?
free.
It's a basketball
I'm
court. It's warm
free.
outside. All right, nigga, we can play Monopoly then. I got the symbol, nigga. Like, go play basketball.
I'm looking around the room to make sure.
We'll get to it. Listen, we have a lovely episode
Exactly.
planned. No, I ain't forgetting.
Yo,
It's cool. He ain't doing shit. He ain't got no girl he going home to. What are you doing? Come on, let's get right to it.
Let's do it.
Let's get right to it. We ain't got to run around. We ain't got to run around it. The results to the election came and came fast. There was no suspense. He was he was in a lead fast and early, and it was growing,
and held that shit.
and it held, and it was announced like that night. I'm used to them having to count votes.
Count the votes.
Right. Yeah, we was sitting there like, yo, all right, maybe we'll get it in 2 days or so.
No.
Yeah, no. By the time I was headed to the strip club, that shit was called, and they certainly had it up inside the strip club, the election, and
On
a
the
lot
big
of
screen?
yeah.
And guess what? Go ahead.
Yeah,
keep going.
presidential viewing. And a lot of people in the New York nightlife is trumped out.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I
They
was about
are,
to say.
the bartenders
Yeah.
and the strippers are trumped out.
That's exactly what
Some of them Puerto Rican.
No, a lot of them. The Hispanic community was going crazy.
Some of them Puerto Rican.
They went big for Trump.
Yeah, they
They
did.
did.
They were
did.
going
No,
crazy.
they stepped.
Yeah, that island joke ain't mean shit to them.
Not at all. They stepped.
They were defended.
There's a deep conversation to be had there. I'm just not the person to have it. But there is certainly a conversation to be had there about,
It
you know.
is.
you know,
It is. I'd rather that than
Yeah.
it is.
It's a deep conversation. It's a frustrating conversation for me, man.
well, self-hatred is a real thing, one. And two, a lot of people is cool with the rules of the game as long as they got a seat.
But do they really have a seat?
No.
See what I'm saying? They don't have a seat. They just feel that their
Yeah, but
seat
you won't get one.
They feel that their seat is higher up.
You
than
won't
ours.
get one.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, like we saying and let. I ain't the one to talk about it. I'm skipping it. But hey, if you listen out there, y'all can read my brain and know what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
I mean, but you ain't wrong though. I mean, to me, we've been having a fight as a community, as a country about Kamala Harris, and everybody says one thing or the other. Either she's not going to win because she's black and a woman, or she's not going to win because she's a bad candidate, right? And both can be true.
True.
And we don't have to pick between the two. And that to me is the point. I don't think she ran a good campaign. And I think she got handed a bad set of circumstances.
1,000%.
Yeah, hot potato for sure.
1,000%. That was the one thing that I was thinking, that she inherited Biden's stink as it relates to us giving so much foreign aid to Israel and also to Ukraine when this country has so many significant problems. There's a homelessness crisis. There's exactly. There is the
Inflation, the migrants. and all that shit.
inflation,
All that
migrants. It's just like, why are we giving away billions and billions and billions of dollars to fund wars when the country's suffering? And I think that that's what she inherited because she was part of the administration, even though these were not her decisions necessarily.
And that's the catch-22, right? Because if you don't attach yourself to Biden, then they say, what's your experience? So you say, I was vice president. I was here for all this shit. Then they go, oh, you was here for all this shit. Yeah.
There was, she couldn't win for losing.
I think what she could have done and should have done is separate herself from Biden on a couple key issues. Not all of them, but a couple key issues, especially the stuff that we don't like. You could say, yo, the student loans, I was in there for that. You know what I mean? Or, getting, treating, black women's health issues better. I was here for that, right? We're fighting to get reproductive justice. I was there for that. But that war over there, I'm the one saying, let's stop it. Then when I'm president, I will stop this war. But she didn't do that. She kept playing to the right. And that's the thing I think that was the mistake. I said this last time. White people don't elect Democrats as president. Black and brown people do. In other words, nobody since Lyndon Baines Johnson in the 60s as a Democrat has won the presidency with a majority of white people. Most white people are going to vote for Donald Trump. So what are you going to do for your base? And what are you going to do to pull enough white people over to win? She went too far on the other end. So all the policies that she advocated were right-wing policies. And so she abandoned the people who would have gotten her home, that may have gotten her home. And people don't want that. And the other thing is, the last thing I'll say about this right now is, going into the election, only 20% of Americans said that they were happy with the direction the country was going in. Oh, that means 80% of the people were not happy with the direction the country was going in. And she's the face of that direction. She's the bus driver because Biden stepped off. So you got to show how you're going to change the direction. And she just kept telling everybody, no, everything's fine. Everything's fine. And Trump is saying, when I was president, things cost less. You had more money in your pocket. There were no wars. And he's saying all this. Now, Trump isn't telling the truth. Let me stop
No,
there.
he's not at
He's
all.
lying.
He's giving
Surface level shit.
potential facts, but they were not as a result of you. They were just
Yeah.
circumstance. Like, okay, we wasn't in the war,
Exactly.
but it wasn't because of you. Prices were cheaper. It wasn't necessarily because of you. Like, inflation is a real thing. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
but he made it look good.
Yeah.
You can make something look good. It's like in sports, you can have 20 points. Everybody's 20 points ain't the same. Some are empty points, some are real points. In this case, the numbers look good, but he wasn't responsible for that. You don't take credit. It's like they say on the wire. Like, you don't take credit for crime going up because you got to take credit for crime going down, or vice versa, right? That's the problem here. And so under Biden right now, the economy is stronger. Wall Street is stronger. There's a lot of great stuff happening under Biden, but I wouldn't give Biden all the credit for it. But that's what's happening.
And they also do a horrible job of branding it.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
Democratic Party does a really bad job of tuning their own horn.
And the crazy part too is you can ask her a question about the economy, and she won't say what you just said. Yo, the economy's stronger here, 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 here. Under us, we had this economic growth in these sectors. Blah, 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 blah. She won't answer it concisely. She'll start talking about some other shit, and they was throwing people off. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I think, in my personal opinion, some of those votes were hers to lose or hers to gain. And I think she just didn't show enough to win the people over that were middle of the road.
And that's what frustrates me, right? Because Donald Trump ain't answering a straight question ever.
Not
Like,
once
never.
ever in life.
Never.
so she's getting held to a different standard.
He's
Yes.
charismatic though. And
Yes.
his base is his base. And he knew what his base was, and he catered to his base.
But some people weren't in his base. Like, I'm in the
Yeah.
barbershop. I'm online. I'm in the cookouts, and people are saying, I'm voting for Trump. They're not his base, and they still voting
But
for him.
what you just said was the Democratic nominee has to win with the blacks and the browns. The second that she loses some of those blacks and browns, it's insurmountable for her to win.
Right. I'm just wondering why so many blacks and browns were persuaded by Trump. And they've already seen what happens under Trump. They aunties and uncles died under Trump. They lost stuff under Trump. And they still like, you know what? Let me try that one more time. Because at least it ain't her. And that's the part that confuses me and frustrates me a little bit. And it's not just because she's black and it's not just because she's a woman, but that does play a part in it. That plays a part in it a lot to me. I think that's lazy.
Yeah, I don't.
What, the whole woman argument, the fact that she's a woman?
Me too.
Also, tell me why. I'm trying to be careful with this.
Yeah, I don't want
I think it's, I remember I said it's both, but I'm saying I don't want to make that the only issue because I think there are a lot of people.
Do you think? Do
It's
you,
it's definitely an issue. It is.
I don't see that at all.
Me either.
Okay.
I really don't.
There's a lot of
The
men
num-
that expressed
the-
there's no way I want a bitch in the White House, not a black bitch.
I've had people tell me that, not
I
the black
believe
bitch
that.
part, but the just the woman part.
I
For
believe,
sure.
I
Yeah.
believe that.
The numbers dictate otherwise.
How
The
so?
amount of people that came out to vote for Kamala is the same amount of people that came out for the last few Democratic nominees outside of Biden, who they claiming to have did something to his number.
Yeah, that had
Her
20
number
million
is
numbers magically
Yeah,
out of
yeah.
nowhere.
Right,
He
but
was in the 80s. She was in
The
the
60s.
60s, along with everybody else that ran. Are you of the belief that Michelle Obama could have won?
Absolutely not.
See, that's why I disagree with that.
I disagree.
Every,
with that.
every
I
then
disagree with that.
she's popular because she's not running for anything.
Okay.
When I'm just saying when
When she
Barack
was-
Obama was running, they were calling her a monkey.
Mhm.
They were calling her an ape. They were saying she was crazy, radical, all this shit. It's not until she wasn't a political threat that everybody started hugging her and loving her.
Let me ask you a
that's
question.
very true.
Let me ask you a question. The votes that Kamala lost,
Mhm.
that black male vote, right? Some of that white woman vote, some of that Hispanic vote. Do you think that when Michelle Obama gets on TV and starts to running her mouth, she gains that vote?
Depends on what she says. Depends on what she says.
See, but that's
how she says it.
but that's where I think some people on the Kamala side are lacking accountability.
I agree.
Matters, bro.
Like, it's. I'm comfortable having this conversation in hindsight. I didn't really feel great about lending my voice to some of this stuff because this is a really powerful platform.
Sure.
And podcasters clearly have helped to decide things in one way or another.
For sure.
When Dana White is up there thanking the Nelk Boys and fucking Agent Ross and whoever. See, but long before that, see, probably one of the best things to happen to Trump was him losing the last one. Because I can tell you, as somebody that travels every year, my last 2 times in South Carolina when I landed at the airport, they cut down, they stopped the streets. They shut the streets down because Trump is here talking to people. My last time in Florida, like it seemed like every time I traveled, that dude was in a neighboring city talking to somebody. It wasn't just the Chef G's and the tricks. He had his bases covered in terms of I'm hitting the Potters, I'm hitting the black entertainers, I'm hitting the white Potters, and I'm hitting the streets. He hit the streets.
He did.
And all he had to do was say, hey, yo, shit is fucked up.
Mhm.
Nothing else mattered.
Nothing else matters.
Nothing else mattered.
And to your point with the economy, I'm sorry for cutting you off. You're saying the stock market is here, the stock market is there. Average, everyday Joe Schmo American
He spoke to them.
don't give a fuck about the stock market.
That's true.
They don't. So even if you're saying, yo, we hit these benchmarks in the economy, the average person don't feel it because fucking greens is higher. Fucking eggs, Brussels sprouts is higher, eggs is higher. That's what people are talking about.
But unemployment is low. I mean, it's interesting.
Unemployment is low, but that's a stat that can be played with.
But most people have jobs. All I'm saying is most people have
What
jobs.
kind of jobs? You got
And that's the
40-year-olds
problem.
working at McDonald's now. So yeah, the unemployment numbers are going to reflect that people are employed, but it's gainfully employed. Now you have grown people that need 2 jobs just to put food on the table for necessities.
Yeah, and I don't disagree with anything you're saying.
He spoke to those people
Yes.
not just better, a lot better.
Yes.
And it's okay to have voted for Kamala and say this in hindsight. She came off as disingenuous. And every time somebody tried to find a way to say that, the brigade popped up to say,
Y'all don't like
yada,
that.
yada.
Nah. That's why I disagree. I think that you're right that he spoke to them better. That's true. But I think the caveat to that is speaking to somebody better doesn't mean you're speaking to them truthfully or with a solution.
doesn't matter.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just pointing that out because I don't want the audience to hear he spoke to them as if he has a solution. I know y'all not saying that. I just don't want people to confuse that. Donald Trump absolutely spoke. And preachers speak to people all the time and take their money, right? You can speak to people's pain and say it wrong. Kamala Harris, I agree with you, is not as charismatic, is not as good a candidate. Neither was Hillary Clinton, right? But the other thing here is, it's not just that.
Yeah, but Hillary still got up there and tried to address the concerns.
She has
of- She did.
I think she did too.
Listen, Mark, we telling you, or there's people out there saying we did not get that from Kamala.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm asking the why though, because sometimes 2 candidates can say the exact same thing, and we can hear it from one person, and we can't hear it from the other.
Cool.
You
You know
know,
why?
Exactly.
Because I resonated with you with some level of relatability.
right? And I'm saying that there were a lot of attacks on Kamala Harris, in addition to all the stuff y'all saying, which is true. Again, I ain't disagreeing with nothing y'all just said. But on top of that, some of people's inability to hear her was because
She's a black woman.
because of the package she comes. It's not just her being a black woman. It's about class. It's about race. It's about gender. It's about her coming after Joe Biden's administration. It's a lot of factors. But yes, race and gender.
But
matter.
she never, to your earlier point, spoke against that. So when they very directly asked her, hey, are you going to do the same shit that Biden did in regards to Ukraine and fucking Israel?
she bigged him
And she said yes.
Big him up.
Yeah, but what else
That,
can you say?
Mark, that is a crucial mistake.
I agree.
That is a crucial mistake.
I think in the 25th hour, she did say that she was going to try to help with the Israel situation.
Wait,
but
Mark,
that
let
was
me ask.
very late.
I have to ask you a question because I know that you have been talking about Palestine for a really long time, even before all this happened. So I want to understand the ramifications of vocally expressing this. Let's just say I'm her. What is happening over there? That's a genocide. And I am not, and if I'm president, I am not going to support it. I will not be sending any more aid to Israel. They are on their fucking own. What would have been the ramifications?
She loses.
She would have lost 50 states there.
Right. So and that's all I'm saying. She's in an impossible position. And the reason she's in an impossible position is you cannot be a US president and win without supporting Israel. There's never been a president who's won an election that hasn't supported Israel. Trump supported Israel. In fact, on the debate stage with Biden, he said, I just want them to finish the job. In other words, I would go even harder than Biden and Harris are. But the activists and the people who want this thing to stop are asking Kamala Harris to do the right thing and stop funding it. She's like, she can't do that, right? Now, I'm not defending her on that. She's wrong on that. That's why I respect people who say I'm not
But
voting
that's
for
a
her.
problem that preceded her.
Exactly.
Far into the past.
But the
But
problem
it
is,
became her problem.
it became
She
her-
inherited it.
right, and Trump didn't inherit that same problem. Because to Joe's point, the people on on his side,
Because
and
he
your point,
distracts people.
well, no, and the people on his side don't mind what Israel's doing. It's a right wing position.
Yeah.
But the problem is the left has taken it too, and that's my issue with Kamala Harris.
I was just about to ask you, is it really a right wing position?
It is a right wing position in theory. In practice, everybody does.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You know, in practice, everybody supports Israel the same way. And so, but Kamala Harris got punished for it. In Michigan, you got Muslims voting for the guy that created a Muslim ban.
Mhm.
And they're literally like, oh, you can't be any worse. That's crazy to me. How are you Muslim and voting for the guy that created a Muslim ban?
So does that not speak to a disconnect somewhere?
A huge disconnect.
So why we tap dancing around it? Like, dog, there was a disconnect.
Huge. I ain't saying that's not.
Yo, dog, the New Jersey numbers look different. Than
They look
normally
different.
do.
Again, they're called
Like,
New Jersey. It's
like,
swing state.
like,
And you know why?
Yeah, like
And you know why?
that ain't Jersey.
Because every
That's not New Jersey
couple
though. For the
months.
people that are
True.
unfamiliar with the
True.
yeah, no way that happened to New Jersey.
And you know what though? To your point, he lives down the shore. He damn near need to have a shore house. That's how much Donald Trump was talking to his base the entire time. He was down the shore mad times this year, and they love him down there. He's like fucking
Uncle.
A-Rod down there. Like, yo, dog, he's a big deal down the shore. So again, he knew his base. He attacked his base. He kept them. And if I could swing a little bit more people over here, it's a shoe win.
And you get more people just by saying, like I said, yo, shit is fucked up out there.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Somebody hears y'all.
And
Basically.
easy targets, blame it on the migrants, blame it on, like, I think I saw on CNN that he put more money into the the trans ads,
Dog.
Kamala
I
gives
was about
free
to say,
trans surgery in jail. Like, that's such a small segment of the population, but he invested so much money
it's
into
a
it.
small
because
segment of population, the trans people.
it's a
Very small.
yeah.
And he
But
targeted the black
people
people too.
have strong feelings
Exactly.
about it.
Exactly.
Whether you are trans or not, people's emotional attachment to that particular topic was making people vote. So if you ask somebody, go, dog, real conversations, like I got friends that voted for Trump, and I would ask them, yo, why did you vote for him? And you know what they did? They only say one thing. Whatever that strong thing that they feel strongly about, that's their one thing, and they hold on to it, and that's their justification.
And that's how fascists work.
So when you start talking about the Muslim population or the Islamic population, you start talking about some of these transgender topics and some of the homosexual topics and stuff like that, that's enough for some of them to vote.
And same thing, she really didn't address the migrant situation either. And that's something big for a lot of people.
And as much as we laughed at him for that black job shit, it worked.
Right.
What he was trying to say resonated to those people that showed up in it. It did, like a dog whistle. Again,
I just think that people had their minds made up, yo.
also maybe why the fucking bartenders and the nightlife people was Trumped out, and some of the other people that we may know.
Tip shit.
Deregulation.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Or we don't have to. You're not talking to people that are politically savvy.
Yeah, true.
And I'm not either, please.
True.
But the word deregulation to people in nightlife that's looking there for the last 4 years, seeing customers leave with no money to throw, it just tells them, oh shit, money coming back.
It's gonna be easier to do.
It's not though.
It's what
And it's not. It's
not.
all a big lie.
It's
But
not. But the tip thing was big.
Yeah.
Even this is the thing what Donald Trump did to me. Even if I'm lying. Even if I'm lying.
You
And
make
I
it
know I
sound so
can't
good.
do these things. Yo, look, we're gonna knock the Empire State Building down.
Mhm.
No, you're not. But guess what? It sounds great.
Same with building the wall.
Yes.
Same
It's
shit.
all
He found his hooks. He
Exactly.
found his hooks just like a hit song.
Yeah.
This is the hook. This is my image. This is what I'm.
It don't matter what the
Representing.
lyrics are.
Don't
I got a
matter.
banging beat.
I
I
got
got
my
a
hook.
nice hook,
Got
and
my
there
hook.
it is.
You know,
Yeah.
and you know what it also seems like running a campaign on the promise of hope doesn't work anymore.
doesn't
You
work
know-
for her.
No,
Huh?
it did.
It worked for Obama.
He
No,
sold
no, no,
hope.
no, no, no. I understand it worked for Obama, but it's different now.
It's not.
You know what I
The
mean?
country was fucked up when Obama got it because of George
He
W.
was a-
Bush. We were fucked up. So I'm gonna sell hope. People look at the country now like it's fucked up. So Donald Trump said, I'm gonna sell hope. To Joe's point, yo, it's fucked up out here. And people are saying, yup,
And it's fucked up out here.
I'm gonna
Y'all.
fix it, y'all.
The way he said
I'm gonna
it.
fix it, y'all.
That's not
absolutely
hope.
right. And
That is
that
hope.
is hope.